So quickly, let's do 2 more images, this time without such a detailed retouch, because I told you in fashion, you don't have to do that much work to do. So my mission for these lessons is quickly do retouch, talking you maybe few important things, but I just want to quickly do this. So just as a reminder, create empty layer, clean, zooming in, and you see I was telling you about these spots that they are not necessarily bad. If they are not really that big and characteristic, they are right to remove. Like don't remove the characteristic ones that are very special, maybe for models if they are small and not specific, doesn't bring anything. There is no reason to keep it. Also, make sure the walls are right behind you. They are not always perfect, but they don't have to be clean, but they probably don't have to be super dirty as well. So this is like one thing worth to remember. You don't have to have everything perfect, but you don't have to have everything absolutely opposite to perfection, right? So this is kind of lesson that we could learn. Nothing is perfect, but don't make everything looking absolutely horrible, because there is no reason for it. So let's just make this slightly better. Slightly, as I said, this is not that important, and barely anyone wants to have everything perfect. So first cleaning, then the other cleaning I would do over here. As I said, I can be really fast with doing images. I usually do when I have set even like 30 images to do for some lookbook or anything, I can really get myself to work and doing step by step, image by image, very fast. So that's really important that you could develop this sort of habit of like fast working, being able to just get the work done very quickly, quick judgment of the situation, what to clean, and you just keep going, right? And also what's important to say, tablet is really going to help you with it, to be honest. With the mouse you will not be able to work that fast, no matter what you will do. And if you are a mouse user only, I'm curious, like if you can prove that you fast, like I would be very happy if there is someone that could do this, because that gives hopes for people that hate tablets. But of course I don't think it would ever happen. So we done this cleaning, and of course I don't really like this hair, but so I think also when you see something that doesn't really bring much to the image, like this hair, they're natural but they don't really bring anything, I would probably shorten them a little, just that way. I could probably even like clean all of this, but there is no need, so I just gonna remove what is not really pleasant for the eyes. If we would decide to remove them all, maybe effect would be even better. So I'm going to show you how I'm doing this, and such a thing I'm doing using clone stamp. So we will be careful, we will change a little on this area, but as long as it will be like acceptable, looking natural, as real, that's okay. That's okay if you change something a little for just better result, better outcome later. So look, this look pretty good. This just look like a building behind. Let's have a look from the distance, and it's just fine. You can see no one really pay attention that there was maybe some window or something. And I know you will possible other thing to mention, there might be a lot of people really on some forums, maybe even on some Facebook page, having a very strict opinion about retouch, but over the time I experienced that other things are important. Important is the general visual side, and if it's lookbook, that's most important is clothes, and the perfection itself. It's important for magazines and beauty, but sometimes it's just waste of the time, and I really want to teach you how to not waste your time, because this reflects how much money you can make, simply speaking. After I finish this, of course, the quick step of dodging and burning, which is not so much on these images, so like we will be very fast with it. You can clearly see where to do stuff. So like quick, actually can see very quick fixes over here. We can see also where we should soften the pores a little as well, or clean a little bit more. So this layers, this black and white layer is very helpful, not only for dodge and burn, but for seeing all of the imperfections. And after all of this sorted, I'm trying to quickly sort out everything with the lights. I can increase the contrast to see everything better over here, and very quick job done. So I have a lot of these white spots, so I'm working a little bit more with dodging, with burning, of course, than dodging. Just a little bit more here. And also, it's easy to overdo when we put such a strong contrast, but remember, the contrast make most of the effect. So if you still seen that it could be better, make sure to check this layer without a black and white help layer, because that might be already enough. And this is other thing also, to not waste of your time for doing that much, because at some point you will not see the difference. So there is no reason to spend too much time on it when after 5 minutes the image look absolutely perfect. There is no reason to stay 10 minutes more just to later see that it looks actually the same, or the difference is pretty much invisible. A little bit more over here. And of course I will have a little bit more work on the neck. I will keep the lines in most of the images, the small wrinkles as natural. This is how we are. And a little bit over the neck. And that would be pretty much it. And then we have the other image. And after that we'll be ready to move actually to my favorite part, something that defines the fashion images, but that in a few minutes, because skin retouching is for sure not something that define fashion images. It took me also a while to understand this. This is a major mistake of many people, that they think that skin is most important in fashion. It's not true. So okay, let's have a look down over here. Let's just make it slightly better. And here we are. As you can see, I don't really do this dodge and burn process too long on such an images. Another image, let's jump into it and activate the layers. Here will be even less to do, so it's even better for us. As you can see here, she looks perfect. So what I will do, I'm gonna probably make this line a little smaller, that there is not so much. And over here, the make really smooth transition through the cheekbone. This image is on this image she actually comes out very naturally, beautifully, and the skin comes extremely well. So thanks to it, we don't really have that much work. And as I said, we don't remove the lines, we make them smaller. Because this is, if you remove the lines, actually you might get a question to bring it back, or you might get criticized for it, because the neck will not look like a human neck, and you don't want to make a giraffe out of your image. Let's go down here. Make sure to check the hands before we move on. If there is some areas that could be a little better. And that will be okay. So that's pretty much it. She looks natural, she looks beauty. And the dodge and burn process wasn't that exhausting for both of these images. I could actually smooth out this line a little bit more over here. And have a look on this image. Looks really good. I might spend 3 minutes more just cleaning up her chest over here a little bit more. I want this chest to come out nicely and soft, and these images, actually these outdoor images, this set of with these clothes comes out with a slightly more rough skin. I wonder why, but it's not so bad, of course, but it makes us just spend a few minutes more. It's okay, and we are ready to move into really fantastic lessons right now.